Hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Paperwork, paperwork. This is Mark Carlin, the results hypnotist, live from New York. Once again, a couple of things I want to remind you of. This is a stop smoking tips page that I'm here to help you, give you some ideas about how to quit smoking. Some of the things that I've noticed in my over 20 years of working with smokers to help them stop smoking, what I've noticed about their thought processes, how they manage their smoking routines, and I've identified those things that keep them remaining a smoker. The way that people process information, the way that they think, prevents them from reaching their goals, as well as can help them to reach their goals. It's just a matter of how you look at things, what you think about, what you accept about yourself, what you accept as a possibility for you, all go into the whole goal setting, the goal getting routines that we provide for ourselves. So I did mention yesterday that this Wednesday I'm doing a live instruction on how to relieve stress. Now, I mentioned before that stress is a major component in the reasons why most people are smoking. In fact, I was looking through a forum today where I noticed that a lot of people were talking about anxiety, increased anxiety. They're dealing with the anxiety that is coming up, that they're recognizing when they stop smoking. That anxiety has always been there. They've been using cigarettes to alleviate the anxiety that was always there. That was their drug of choice, for lack of a better term, using the cigarette smoking as a way to relieve that stress. Now, so we know that that stress is a main component of the reason why people are smoking. So what I'd like to do is give you a way to relieve that stress. By bringing your stress levels down, you should find it easier to go ahead and take the steps necessary to quit smoking. Once again, I'm Mark Carlin, the results hypnotist. I'm right here in New York City. I work globally online. I work in my office as well in Manhattan. And you can call me at 212-223-1832. We could have a strategy session. You could decide whether you want to work with me or not. Right now, it is still free. It comes with no obligation, no strings attached. Happy to help you. I'm happy to talk with you for a short period of time and give you some ideas on how you can move forward to become a non-smoker. You deserve to live a cleaner, healthier life. But today's program, today's little session here is really about, what are you guys spending? What are you spending to smoke cigarettes? Because this amount of money is a money that you've already accepted as okay. You've already decided, hey, it's okay to spend this amount of money to continue this smoking habit. And I'm sure you're going to come up with all kinds of reasons why you really didn't decide you have to do this, but that's just not true. It absolutely is true that you have made a decision and you've accepted it, and this is what you allowed yourself to smoke. The reason I know this is because a few years ago, when cigarettes weren't as costly as they are now, the average number of cigarettes that people were smoking was about 1 to 2 packs a day. Those averages have come down significantly as the price of cigarettes has risen. So that leads me to conclude that people are making these choices. They're saying what's acceptable to them as far as money. If they can't afford to smoke 2 packs a day, they cut back to 1 pack a day. If you can cut back to 1 pack a day just because it costs more money, you can cut back to no packs a day. You've already accepted that it's okay to spend this amount of money. So it would be nice to know what amount of money you are spending. And the reason why I kind of feel that you don't know how much, but most people will tell me, this is how I know. When people come into my office for me to help them stop smoking, I ask them a bunch of questions just to determine where they are in this process. I like to get people, I like to know where they are so I know what we have to resolve in order to get them to that end goal of being a non-smoker. So one of the first questions I ask is, how many cigarettes are you smoking a day? And they pretty much know that. And then I ask them, what are you spending to smoke cigarettes? What's it costing you to smoke cigarettes? And the overall, like 90% of the time, the answer is, oh, I'm spending a lot. They know, everybody knows they're spending a lot, but they don't ever sit down to figure out how much is a lot, because they don't really want to be faced with that knowledge. They don't want to know how much money they are just literally burning up. I think it's appropriate. I think it's somewhat of a good motivator for you to recognize how much you're smoking. So I came up with a list of the prices that people have quoted to me over online, all across the world. So here we go with a little rundown on what it's costing to smoke cigarettes. And I say this in jest, but maybe you'll find places you can move to where cigarettes are way more affordable and they're almost like doesn't cost anything at all. Almost. I'm not factoring in any of the health consequences and the costs of healing yourself if you can, or the cost of whatever supplies you might need to assist your life or to your end of life, if that's the case. So take this with just the knowledge that this is the cost, the hard dollars and cents cost of what a cigarette is. In Australia, the cigarettes are very, very expensive, and I'm pretty sure they target cigarettes to have a percentage, like maybe a 10% price increase every year or every set period of time. They continue to raise the prices. So in Australia, they have 40-pack cigarettes. 40 cigarettes to a pack. That costs $50. So to bring this into what normally people spend, normally what people would buy here, they would buy a 20-pack in the States. Cigarettes a package, 22 a pack. That would run $25. This particular example, I'm not quite sure if this is Australian dollars or American dollars. If it's Australian dollars, these numbers are a little inflated, just a little, okay? It's still expensive, and we'll get to where I figured out the Australian dollars on another posting that mentioned how much they're spending. So $25 a pack. If you're smoking a pack a day, which is almost average, you're spending, let's see, you're spending $750 a month. You're spending $187.50 a week. That's what you're spending a week and a month. And I did figure it out. I figured this out as if it was Australian dollars. Okay, so it's $18 a pack for cigarettes. It's $126 a week. It's $504 a month, and it's $6,048 a year. Okay, $6,000 a year. If you're planning on moving to find a place that you can buy cigarettes less expensive than where you're currently spending, I wouldn't go to Australia. That doesn't seem to be a good place to go. Now, over in Europe, in Ireland, parts of Ireland are the UK, or Northern Ireland. In Ireland, a 20-pack of cigarettes is $22, almost $23 a pack. That's $160 a week, $640 a month, and $7,680 a year. $7,680 a year for cigarettes. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. When I was smoking cigarettes, it was a long time ago, I would spend about 50 or 55 cents a pack. They had these mechanical cigarette machines where you'd put your coins in and you'd pull a lever and a pack of cigarettes would drop down. Those cigarettes were more expensive for the convenience, and you would pay 75 cents for a pack of cigarettes. Now, one of the cheapest places that I found, we just came from one of the most expensive places. One of the least expensive places for cigarettes is Manila, the Philippines, at $1.50 a pack. That's $10.50 a week, $42 a month, and $524 a year. Okay, if you want to save some money, take a job in the Philippines and travel. See the world. Toledo, Ohio, right here in the USA, is $7 a pack, $49 a week, $196 a month, $2,352 a year for cigarettes. Compared to New York, it's a much better place to buy cigarettes, much more affordable. Again, none of this is counting in what it costs to continue to smoke in the changes of lifestyle that will probably happen to you. Let's see, in South Carolina, we're getting down to tobacco country. South Carolina is in the U.S., the southern part of the eastern U.S., $5.20 a pack, $36.40 a week, $145 a month, $1,747 a year. If you're looking to save some money, that's not bad. That's not bad. West Virginia is even better. $4 a pack, West Virginia. $28 a week, $112 a month, and $1,347 a year. Still hitting over that $1,000 level. Kind of high. Let's see, Nova Scotia, Canada, also an expensive place for cigarettes. $16 a pack. $112 a week, $448 a month, $5,376 a year. Yeah. Wow, Richmond. Richmond is $3.50 a pack. $24.50 a week, $98 a month, $1,176 a year. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, $8.26 a pack. $57.52 a week. $231.28 a month, and $2,775 a year. Pretty cool. Orange County, New York, little north of New York City, Orange County. It's a very colorful county. It's $11 a pack. That's $77 a week, $308 a month, and $3,696 a year. Michigan. Michigan comes in at about $7 a pack. That's $49 a week, $196 a month, $2,352 a year. Staten Island, New York City. New York City, I think Manhattan might have a little bit higher prices, but this is a good indication of what it costs for cigarettes in New York City. $14 a pack. Now, you might be able to buy some off-brand, some discounted brands of cigarettes. It might be a few dollars less. But let's figure out $14 a pack. It's a name brand price for cigarettes. $14 a pack, $98 a week, $392 a month, $4,704 a year. St. Louis is at $5 a pack. So that comes out to $16.80 a year. Chicago is $12.50 a pack. $87.50 a week, $350 a month, $4,200 a year. Now, I want you to recognize these monthly prices, because you probably, I mean, if it was me, well, let's forget about me. Some of these monthly prices are very close to what it would cost for a nice car on a monthly basis. Certainly on a monthly lease. You could probably get a car for a pretty nice new car, brand spanking new car for a year or two at $350 a month. Well, there's certainly $392 a month. Louisiana is $7.50 a month. I mean a week. I mean a pack. I'm sorry. $7.50 a pack, $52.50 a week, $210 a month, $2,520 a year. That's right. Boy, cigarettes are expensive, huh? Cigarettes are expensive. And if you're smoking cigarettes and you're paying this kind of money, this is the money that you've accepted as an acceptable expense for you. What I want you to do is translate this into what is an acceptable expense to you to become a non-smoker. Because you're in your mind, if it's okay to spend $5,000–6,000 a year to smoke cigarettes, why shouldn't it be acceptable to spend $5,000 or $6,000 to stop smoking cigarettes? And that lasts a lifetime. Now, absolutely, I'm not saying my working with me costs anywhere near that amount of money to stop smoking cigarettes. In fact, if it was 10%, would you spend it? That's all you have to ask. If it was 10%, would you spend it? If it was 20%, would you spend it? If it was 50%, would you spend it to stop smoking cigarettes? What is it worth to you to get rid of this nonsense and stop smoking? Just some food for thought on what it really costs. And I'm sorry, what it really costs dollars and cents to buy cigarettes, not what it really costs to smoke. That's another a whole other video. I want to thank you for being here. Like it, share it. Remember, tomorrow, live, I'm going to teach you how to de-stress, teach you how to a very quick way of relaxing so you don't need to even reach for a cigarette as a way to de-stress, as a way to take that break during the day, okay? So share this with others that you know might want to see it. Ring the bell. There's some bell here where you could subscribe or get notifications of my live videos, which have been every day now for like 21 or 22 days in a row. I'm shooting for 30 days. It's my personal 30-day challenge to put out these videos on a daily basis, and I'm doing it, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of myself, and I'd be proud of you when you become a non-smoker as well. So just put these tips to use. Become the non-smoker that I know you can be. Okay? Thanks for being here. Once again, Mark Carlin, the Results Hypnotist. My number is 212-223-1832. Come on. Make a phone call. Get some help. If you're here and you still haven't stopped smoking, or you failed a number of times at stopping smoking, don't worry about that. Your future is as a non-smoker because you want to be a non-smoker. The sooner you quit, the better off you're going to be. Don't come back and look in after 2, 3, 4 years and say to yourself, boy, I wish I had done this when I first found out there was an option, there was a way to quit that would make it easier for me, that I could get the support that I needed. Do it now. 212-223-1832. Thanks. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.